What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Angel of CR Gaming here. Welcome to Creators Lobby. Today is a fun episode. Today's really fun because we have one of the other OGs of the Baddest Dudes. This man is fucking phenomenal, but not only phenomenal, he's sick. I'm telling you, he's twisted. If you really like Dark Souls or Dark Soul-like games, this man is sick, but he can definitely tear it up in these type of games. So let me introduce you guys to Mr. Cactus. How you doing, Cactus?
What's up, guys? Hello. I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, anytime, man. I appreciate you, giving me some of your time. At least I can kidnap you for a little while. So
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. My kids are gonna want me back, dude. All right.
let's see.
Behind here is like tons of kids shit, you know? You saw it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell them what I saw, but I got you for an hour. They can wait.
Okay, yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly.
All right. So, now I know I've explained to you off camera that I have your questions here for you. Um,
Right.
so there's definitely going to be a lot of other questions, especially pertaining to your Dark Souls runs. So we'll get into that
Yeah.
once that time comes, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be asking you for advice, or maybe you can answer some of these questions that I might ask you that'll help people to understand how to do those runs better.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure.
we will get into the first question. Where are
Yes,
you
sir.
originally from?
Yeah, I'm from Crystal Lake, Illinois, which I live right now. So
Oh,
I was born and raised here, lived here till I was like 28, moved around, went to Arizona, Colorado, Tennessee, did a lap around the US, and now I'm back. I'm back, baby.
I'm gonna stalk you now that
Yeah. Come on over, man. Come on over.
sounds good, dude. I think I live like, you know what? We'll keep that time till well, I'll give you the distance
Yeah.
wise after. I ain't gonna put it on here. So
Okay. Yeah. Don't dox yourself, bro.
no.
All
I mean,
right.
I don't care if people know where I'm at. I got plenty of toys to use on people just for fun.
There you go.
Normal clamps and all that shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I got a curious question for you. So I don't know if anybody's ever asked you before, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know you had started off. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
started off with the Baddest Dudes, correct?
That is correct. I streamed with them for like 2 years.
Okay.
I think it was around 2 years.
What I want from
Yeah.
you out of this question is
Yeah.
I want you to talk to us about your experience. So I want you to let us
Yeah.
know about your feelings toward your very first video or your stream.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
very first video or stream that you had ever done. So like, what video was that? And then which
Yeah.
platform you were on when you were doing that content.
Obviously I started on YouTube on the Baddest Dudes, and I remember my first stream. It was Dark Souls 3, and I had bought um a a PS4 just to stream on it because you can stream from that system, which is great, dude. It's fucking phenomenal.
I
And
remember that.
so I streamed from that, and then I got a camera and I turned that on, and I was drinking profusely and just playing Dark Souls 3 and talking, just talking the way I talk. And it was great, dude. I loved it. I had so much fun. It was a little weird, but I had like recorded YouTube videos with and streamed. So okay, so hang on. I'm thinking of the first time I streamed on the Baddest Dudes with just myself. But I remember I streamed with Shondo and fucking Showtime.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I used to stream with them all the time too. So that was really fun.
Okay. Now I know
Yeah,
like you guys had Casey, and now when I was talking with both Sean
yeah,
and Show, they were telling me that it was them two first, then you popped in, and then Casey was kind of like the last guy. About
yeah.
what time did Casey pop into the Baddest
It
Dudes?
was It was like maybe like a month after I did, so it was like pretty short after.
Okay.
Because I remember Showtime approached me and he was like, "Yeah, dude, you like indie games, right?" And he's like, "Let's play some indie games." Because I loved the game. What was it? It was fucking Journey. Have you ever played that game?
I
It's
have
a,
played a little bit.
yeah. That game's great, dude. That
Yeah.
game's so good. And so we just played Journey. We like recorded. This was before we started streaming. Just recorded videos, and so I got used to that. And then I feel like streaming was kind of just an extended video, because it's
Yeah.
the same sort of shit. But yeah, it was good. It was fun. I had a great time. It's a little weird, just talking to a room by yourself.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, this is weird. But it was fun. Like I was playing Dark Souls 3 and I loved that game, and I had beat it before, but I wanted to play through it like different. in different ways, you know, because it's an RPG. So
Yeah, yeah. You know, like the crazy thing is when you are doing, because I've realized that too. When you are doing your streams and you're like you
yeah,
said, it's like you're talking into like an empty void. But it's like
right.
it
The
feels,
void talks back.
yeah, dude. Like it's kind of makes you sound crazy, especially if you live in an apartment and you're talking to
Oh
this
yeah,
thing, but like nobody else below or above you is hearing other voices. They're just like, what the fuck's going
right.
on here? It's like,
Why the fuck is he just talking, dude? Shut the hell up.
is he
Like
like,
banging on your goddamn
yeah,
ceiling.
fucking throwing a
Yeah,
stick up to the ceiling?
yeah.
God damn, fucking crazy, man. That might have been.
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't know. How did you feel toward that? Were you like nervous on your first stream?
Yeah, I think I was. I was definitely a little bit nervous. Yeah, because it's weird and it was foreign. Yeah, it was very strange in the beginning, I'd say. Like the first couple is like, oh, this is a little weird. Because yeah, like you said, you're just like talking in a room. I
Yeah,
do remember in the beginning finding it like very exhausting. Like just like streaming for, because I think I did like, I don't know, 6 hours the first time or
yeah,
something like that. And it was just like fucking took a number on me, you know?
man. You
Yeah.
want me to come massage your back, big boy? I got you.
Yeah, yeah, please do, dude. You got oils? You got oils? Come
I
on.
got the oils. I got the hemp cream
Hell yeah,
too.
dude. Heat them up. Heat them up. Yeah, fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah. All right, so let's see. Oh, here's a good one. I think you might like this question.
Oh yeah?
So,
Okay. Hit me.
what now? First off, let me find out. What have you watched any creators previous to doing content? Anything that anybody that you could think of?
No, before I did content, I really didn't all that much. Like I didn't watch YouTube. I would watch no, I really wouldn't watch YouTube all that much. At all. Nor streaming. Because like Twitch didn't really take off for a while. When I first started, the Twitch was around, but it wasn't like a thing. So
Right.
yeah, I didn't really watch a ton of like videos back then. Maybe some gaming videos, maybe like to help with while gaming, but otherwise not really.
Really much. Okay, that's interesting. Everybody, I know, like,
Yeah.
who was it? Show was telling me he was watching a bunch of guys. I can't remember off the top of my head who, but it was
Yeah.
like some real old school cats that I've heard of some and I've seen a couple of their videos, but I'm like, okay, well, that's a nice little mix, and
Yeah.
hearing you like
Yeah. Yeah.
you don't really watch videos, it's like, okay, that
No.
makes it harder then, for you to get
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And a little bit easier because I had no idea what the fuck, I'm doing. So it's like I can't compare myself to anyone, I just was doing it.
I like that.
So yeah, it's like a double edge, the two sides.
I like
Two
that.
side coin.
That
Yeah.
that's unique. That is really unique. Okay, so how about after you had got uh into the whole streaming aspect or the video aspect,
Yeah.
was there any specific creators that you did watch that you really enjoyed?
I mean, I really started watching like a lot of PewDiePie, a lot of like those edgy guys on YouTube, like iDubbbz and Filthy Frank, that sort of stuff, and I really liked it. I liked how just like, it felt like Jackass on YouTube almost. So I really like took a liking to that, and they were just weird as shit, like just like screaming and doing all sorts of bizarre shit. And this was when PewDiePie was like, he was actually like interesting, like he wasn't. Now he just does Minecraft and other shit and like family shit. But back then he like got a studio and he was doing really, really goofy shit. Like after he was, because before he would just like do that, he would just scream at scary videos
Yeah.
all the time, which is like, I didn't watch that phase. I watched after that, like the edgy phase.
Out of the creators that you watched, who would
Yeah.
you say inspired you the most, and what about their content helped to inspire you?
Yeah, I would say PewDiePie for sure was probably the most influential, and just because he was interesting and weird. He's a Swedish guy that like didn't really talk with a Swedish accent back then. He would kind of emulate like Filthy Frank. He would do like that sort of shit. So I definitely emulated that. I was like yelling a lot, so very excited. It was fucking all over the place. Usually drinking or high and just enjoying myself.
Yeah.
But I would say like what really I enjoyed the most out of him was, or that I tried to emulate was like, yeah, just like energetic. And like for me, like streaming, I've always said like it's really just a conversation between you and like a bunch of randies, a bunch of
Yeah.
people on the internet. And then you get like interesting situations like this, like where we get to fucking, get together and talk on camera. Like this
It's
is so meta
amazing.
when you really boil it down, dude.
The crazy thing
Uh,
is I've actually find sitting down and doing interviews a lot more entertaining. At least like
Yeah.
from a creator standpoint, this is more entertaining than actually gaming. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, it can be. It can be, dude. It's more like it's more engaging. You learn a little bit more. People are all so weird too, you know. You get to I'm in such a weird bag, dude. We got bags.
It's a whole mixed bag. We'll never know what's in that
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Right, dude,
God
right? What's
damn.
going on there?
So, all right, let's see. Okay, I have one question for you because I've always wondered, and
Yeah.
I never really understood or asked before, so I figured I ask now. You have a
Yeah.
signature greeting
Yeah.
when you do your streams. Can you let us know what
Yeah,
that greeting is?
welcome to the banquet. I'm so glad you could make it. Yes, it's something I've been doing even before streaming. And it sounds like Bane, but I did it before Bane. All right, I did it way before he fucking did.
What?
But yeah. But I just like I remember it kind of rhymed and it's just like a nice greeting, and I thought it was funny. I used to say it all the time, and then when I started streaming, I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna stick with this. You know, I'm just gonna roll with this, and it's so weird. Well, yeah. I gotta remember to say it more. I have a command now where it's just like automatically plays, but I should say it way more often. I just forget about it, you know?
I mean, after a while, it kind of like wears on you, but
Yeah,
you are kind of hyper focused into the actual gameplay. So it's like you
right.
keep up with it, you kind of don't.
Yeah.
Was there any like specific character, or just like was it just like a random thing that you kind of popped into your head when you were doing that saying?
No, it was honestly just random. It's just like a weird, like it's like doing that sort of noise. It's just weird. I make these noises for my kids all the time. You know, like I make weird noises all the time because they're little kids. I guess if if I made those noises at kids your age, it would be like very strange. So like, why are you making those noises at me, man?
Oh my god,
Do you make noises at them all the time?
I I used to do Mickey Mouse for my oldest. My
There
youngest
you
one,
go.
I do all kinds of weird shenanigans. He laughs at everyone. I don't know why, because not all of them are funny, but you know.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best, dude. You
Yeah.
know,
And then the other two, it's a
nice and
mixed bag because
wholesome.
with them, it's like you can do stuff, but they kind of do or don't react.
Yeah, they're at that stage where it's like, what are you doing, bub? Yeah.
Yeah, just go in the front from kids. You're grounded, every single one of you.
Yeah. Give me your shoes.
Give
No
me
more
your
shoes for
shoes.
you.
No, that's it. You're an orphan now. You're gonna be Annie. Agreed.
Go get your own shoes.
Just put those kids in the fucking basket and wheel them outside. Here, the fucking guy can take you. Well, for all I give a damn. I've
Yeah,
only really seen you play Dark Souls. I haven't really seen you
yeah,
play much of any other genres. What is
yeah.
your favorite type of genre, and what is your least favorite?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, RPGs are my favorite. Really like RPGs, and that's what Souls is. I like first-person shooters as well. Big fan of them. I even like Fortnite. I like Fortnite quite a lot.
Okay.
It's been a minute since I played it, but I like any kind of shooter, generally speaking. But
Yeah.
yeah, also like medieval RPGs, or now there's like a genre Souls-like, where it's like, similar to what Souls are, but
Yeah.
slightly different. So I'd say those are my favorite by far. And then my least favorite is probably I'm not a huge fan of platformers. I really don't like
Oh man,
platforming. Yeah, especially like ones with puzzles. Like, oh fuck, dude, like get me out of this, you know?
I feel
No,
that.
it's just not my style at all. But I do also like artistic games like Journey or like a lot of the Switch games are like that too. Very artistic. I can't think of one, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so here is now we're gonna get into your speed runs, particularly.
Oh yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna get into your Dark Soul runs because
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't remember. I could be wrong. I think you might have played some horror games, but I don't think I've ever actually
yeah,
seen you play much. I've only really seen you do any type of Dark Souls. Can you
yeah.
explain to us what inspired you to get into Dark Souls running?
Yeah, that's a good question. So like, yeah, I definitely played other games as well, but when it comes to Dark Souls, like one of my friends, I remember I used to play Call of Duty with him. I'd go to his house and we'd like switch off games. He would give me the controller, and then sometimes he would like just play Dark Souls, and I never played it. I was like, what the fuck is this game? This is ridiculous. And I just really liked watching him play it, but I didn't want to play it myself.
Yeah.
I remember there was like a gap when I was like I didn't game for a little while, and then I bought an Xbox One, and I was like, I played Halo 5 for a bit, but yeah, I played Halo 5 for a bit. Yeah, yeah, I know. And then I ended up buying all the Dark Souls, like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I played 1 and I was like, fuck, this game's amazing. I just really like how hard the bosses are and how it's not as simple. It's not an easy game in the sense like you die, you gotta fucking go get your souls back, and if you die in between there, you lose them all. All the bosses are like insane, massive health bars.
Yeah.
Uh, so I just really took on to that, and yeah, so I would say like just my friend playing it back in the day, dude. It was like drew me into the genre, you know.
Man, that is fucking insane. That I find that
Yeah,
game to
yeah,
be super. I know not all of them. I believe there's a what is it? Demon Souls
yeah.
and
Demon
Demon
Souls,
Souls,
yeah.
Dark Souls, and there's another one where they're all on the
This
harder
Bloodborne,
difficulty. Bloodborne, Bloodborne. Yep.
yeah, Bloodborne, yeah,
I think
yeah.
I played
It's a good
Bloodborne
one.
because of you.
Yeah, Bloodborne's amazing. I used to stream it all the time. I don't stream it lately,
And
but I love that game, dude.
dude,
It's like a
that one
kind of a
is
horror,
yeah.
you know.
It has that. What's that? Like Legacy of Kain. It kind of has that
Um,
feel for like it's
oh yeah,
very like not gothic but very
yeah,
old school like
like vampire-ish.
vampire.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm right there with you, bub.
Man, that game when I think I that was the first game I saw you run, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm gonna buy the game and played it. I got to the
yeah.
first town, died. I said, fuck this game, I'm done. I'm just
Yeah, this game's
it's
stupid, dude. Why is it so fucking hard?
fucking bullshit.
I know it's one of those games, dude. I mean, all of them are like that. It's just like they're just grinds, And I love the grind. I really liked it. And that's what drew me to it.
I like that. I like that. Okay. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this. Out of every single game, is there a different strategy that you need to use to approach every fight, or all the strategies
Yeah.
about the same?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say like there's with each game, yeah, there's definitely like metas, almost like, most games like Fortnite, the meta is always like shifting, or Call of Duty, it's always shifting. It's like one gun or another.
Yeah.
But like with Dark Souls specifically, like I'd say the first one, yeah, it depends on what you want to do, but there is a meta for all of them that like makes the game like really easy. So there's like a different strategy that people call hitless, where you try and run through and don't get hit at all by anything. And so that has like a very specific meta that makes the game a lot easier, but it is really, really tough to do. And it's kind of like you're following someone's blueprints to do it. But generally speaking, you can beat the game with all of them, but there's for sure going to be like worse classes and much harder classes to do, usually like magic. That's almost always like the harder one to do. And then dexterity is like the easy one. Strength is generally a good one to do as well. But yeah, yeah,
So fucking nuts. I couldn't. I give you guys props for
yeah.
running those games, especially. Well, which one is the hardest one out of the bunch?
Uh, yeah, I'd say probably Dark Souls 2. And people might disagree. I mean, Dark Souls, okay, never mind. Hold on. Dark Souls 2 is just like they're all different in terms of the difficulty.
Okay.
I'd say Dark Souls 1, like the map is very difficult. Like you have Blight Town, which just poisons the shit out of you, and then there's like areas like the castle, I think is Lothric, and you just get pushed off the ledge constantly. That's Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2, there's just like swarms of enemies coming at you, and they all don't get like you try and hit them and they have no poise. So that's what makes that game hard. Like the bosses aren't hard in that one. And then Dark Souls 3, the bosses are especially fucking hard, and that's why I love it so much. I think like the bosses are what makes that game the best, and it has the best mechanics in my opinion.
Okay. Okay.
So like yeah, various varying degrees of difficulty.
That I like that. I mean, that obviously I won't go back to play it again, but it's
Yeah.
interesting to learn that every single game has its own difficulty, not even amongst just the
Right.
bosses, but just the gameplay mechanics itself. Because I believe the first couple were real clunky as far as the
Yeah. Oh
control
yeah.
scheme, and then like the
Yeah.
newer ones, they're a little more fluent, but you have to have a
Yeah.
quicker reaction time to pull off a lot of the stuff.
That's right. That's right. Like rolling in the first one was awful, and in the second one, you had to like level something up in order to have like good rolls in the second one, which is like dude, what the fuck? What if I didn't know to level this dumb thing up that's called ADP? What if I didn't know that my rolls are useless, you know? So yeah, yeah, definitely interesting.
Okay, okay. So out of all the runs you did, let's say if
Yeah,
you had to pick a favorite out of all the games
yeah.
that you have sped ran, which one is your favorite to speed run and why?
Probably Dark Souls 3. I love Dark Souls 3. And I really think that it's one of my favorite to speedrun, do other challenge runs like hitless or even deathless. Like I've done all of them at this point.
Yeah.
But I'd say Dark Souls 3 because of, like you said, the fluidity, man. The roll is just like so nice and so crisp. And I think the bosses have nice windows where you can like punish them versus like what they did in Elden Ring. Elden Ring, the windows are like so short, and it's just like, dude, why is this game so fucking hard? You have to wait like 5 minutes to get a hit in, and then all the boss fights are like 30 minutes long, and yeah.
Uh,
Elden Ring is another beast. Yeah, that's a totally that game's fucked.
I had that game when I had my PS4. I bought that game.
Yeah,
I
right.
think Keo might have bought Elden
Hmm.
Ring because me and him played one time on multiplayer. But
Oh yeah,
my first playthrough, you exit out that cave and then you see that fucking horseman that's sitting
oh
outside.
yeah.
And
Tree
then
Sentinel. Yep.
yeah, I made the mistake of running up to him like, oh, he doesn't look bad, and I smacked his horse in the back of the ass. He turned around and literally kept stomping me in combos, and I was just like, well, this is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
pointless now.
Right, dude. Right. And that's the entrance to the game. That's another thing about those games is like generally there's like something really, really hard in the beginning where it's like this fucking game sucks, you know?
Yeah,
It's
I,
like at least in that one you could like run around in, like,
yeah.
you could do that. But
And you do run into some decent enemies, like not even mini bosses. They're just, you got your common type, your werewolves
right.
or whatever. And I found them to be a better practice to fight than like
Yeah.
some of the other games where, you go in and even like the common enemies were way too overpowered. It's
Right,
just like
right. Yeah, I
fuck.
couldn't agree more, dude. Yeah. Could not agree more.
So have you attempted to go for a world record with was it number three, right? That's the one that you
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, no, I've not done that. I like just dabble in that sort of shit. And honestly, I've been playing another game as of late. I've been playing a lot of Souls-like because like I've streamed that game. Like I said, I've been streaming I think 8 years now, which is a long goddamn time.
Yeah.
And now, like I started at Dark Souls 3. I still play it every now and again. It's like my default to go back to. But now I'm like really playing Souls-likes and other games. Yeah, like I've been playing Doom also, which is Doom
Hell
is kind of
yeah.
random, but Doom is so fucking fun, dude. It's amazing. And Doom Eternal and yeah, now I've been playing this what's it called? The first Berserker Kazan. It's fucking the
Yeah.
most anime like fucking game I've ever played, but it's so fun. It's just like I have so much fun playing it.
Now, when I
So yeah,
popped in to watch you play that game, can you explain
yeah.
that female boss that you fought? Because I had no
Yeah.
idea what the fuck was going on there, other than the
It's
fact that she
just
was
so
being
hard.
unfair, man. Like,
I know. She was just fucking. I don't know what like the story of the game. I don't know that shit, but like she was just blasting the entire time. I think she's like the 13th boss out of 16, like the main bosses, and so she's like definitely one of the harder ones because it got to that point where it's fucking really really hard.
yeah,
Or maybe she's number 12 actually. So I was close, but she's just blasting magic at you the whole time, dude, and fucking and then she would dash from side to side and do it super quick and also like leave an effect on you as well. And that game is like super anime. You're supposed to be like blocking the whole time, but you can also dodge. It's a fucking great game. It's kind of like Lies of P. A lot of people have been saying Lies of P is better, which is another Souls like, but that one's like Bloodborne almost. It's
oh,
fucking so the Souls like genre is like blossoming, dude. Like it's doing really well because like From Software's they're kind of slow with releases and shit like that.
I mean, with all the detail they put into them, though, I mean, I could kind of understand. It was like that. What's that other
Yeah,
one that Black Myth? There was that one where you're like a monkey or whatever, like
the Wukong,
the
yeah, Wukong.
Wukong.
That's
Yep.
the game I want to play next. Yeah, that's the one. I haven't played it yet, but I know it's like a boss rush and it's super hard. A lot of games are taking on like Sekiro like mechanics where you have to like block constantly.
Yeah.
That seems to be like the new thing, which Liza P does as well as First Berserker of Kazan. So
I mean,
sick games, dude.
it's nice, but the constantly blocking, I feel like that kind of takes away from the whole aspect of like, trying to create your own style for battle, you know.
Yes, I could not agree more, dude. Which is why I try with the games I've been playing them. Like I'll do blocking, but generally I like to just dodge because I think it's more like people don't do it and they're like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" And like sometimes I have to. Like I fought a dragon that was like fucking literally impossible in that game, and I was trying to dodge, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll block." You know, fuck, I don't want to fucking block, but I'll fucking do it. So yeah, I mean, sometimes they force you to, but I agree because like having optionality in these games is the best thing, like
Yeah,
with Dark Souls, you fucking can't beat a boss, you switch out your shit. So yeah.
that is so fucking bizarre, man. I gotta
Yeah.
I gotta tune into more of your Dark Souls like gameplays.
Yeah.
It's been a while, and I'm trying to catch up with everything, and
No, understandable,
it's
dude.
like fuck, man, I'm missing out. I'm missing out
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
it's a weird like area that's definitely like growing quite a lot, because of just like all these new games that are coming out that are like Souls likes. It's definitely interesting.
Soon we're
Yeah.
gonna get Souls like Resident Evil, Souls like Pokemon.
Probably, dude. Honestly, I could see it. I could see it. It's been a minute since like a new Resident Evil is released. Is there any new ones coming out?
Oh, sir. I was talking to coach about this, and
Yeah, yeah.
apparently RE1 and
Mm.
RE0 are getting a remake.
Oh shit,
Yep.
that's big.
So that's
That's
big.
real big.
I'm hoping one is true. I think that one has
Yeah,
been confirmed, but zero, they have been in the works of talking about it. Plus, they're talking about
interesting.
the new movie that's supposed to come out that's supposed to be aligned with zero and one, which
Oh,
I
cool.
think they should kind of, stop.
Yeah. Hey, calm down. Yeah, calm down.
They failed
It
us
does seem to
already.
be. Yeah, that's true. It seems like that's like also one of the bigger, like newer genres that are, video. I mean, not Resident Evil necessarily, but the like Last of Us, or they had that Fallout show.
Yeah.
They keep making like, and Halo did a show for a bit, which was really bad, but that's beside the point.
I heard about that
Shit,
one.
this show fucking. He took off his helmet, man. Like, what are you doing, dude? Don't take off your fucking helmet.
Ain't that supposed to kill them
Jesus.
though? Like realistically?
Yeah, I mean, he's on another planet, but like literally throughout the entire game series, he's never taken off his helmet. And like I think the second episode, he takes it off. It's like, what are you fucking doing, producers? You're ruining
Oh
this.
God.
Take it off
Oh,
your helmet.
fucking
Yeah,
Hollywood.
yeah. Idiots, dude. Idiots.
Fucking horrible, dude. I don't know
Right.
what they're doing. But there was another thing too. I don't remember if it was confirmed, but
Yeah,
people are trying to push for Code Veronica to be remade.
that would be sick, dude. I played that game a long, long time ago. It was Showtime. He would play. He played through the campaign, and I watched him. It's pretty
It's
cool game. I like the Resident Evil games. I'm not a big fan of like playing them, but I like watching them because I've like sat next to those guys and watched them play, or you
yeah.
know, they're good games. Definitely good games.
If you can
You
get
guys'
into
speed runs are fucking weird.
it.
Very, very weird. Like it's crazy what you guys are doing out there.
Honestly, if it wasn't for show teaching coach and then coach teaching my ass, I would have never got into it.
Right.
Because I think
Crazy.
yeah, because originally I was
Did you guys race each other?
we do. We do.
Oh
So
shit, you
when we
still do? Hell yeah.
so when we race, like we obviously we go on Twitch, and since coach doesn't have a secondary screen to,
Oh
pop
yeah.
my stream onto his shit, I made it to where my screen shows from my gameplay, but also his. So you can see
Oh, that's sick.
simultaneous gameplay.
Oh, that's smart. Look at you solving his problems.
I'm trying to. That should just be his tech at this point, man.
I know. It's like, what the fuck, dude? You kidding me?
Yeah.
Get another screen.
But it's crazy, like, and then like the amount of different things, like they have specific skips that you can use. Like Resident Evil 2, that's the one
Hmm.
they had done the most. So you have two skips you can do, and they're cutscene skips in order to save time.
Right.
And there's one in the library before you call Marvin, and it's like you have to take
Hmm.
a number of steps, like 3 steps before you get to the ladder. You have to ricochet with an RPG against the wall as soon as it triggers the talking, and then it cuts it. So instead of you spending like 7 seconds listening to the conversation, now you cut it down to like 2 to 3 seconds because of the ricochet.
Jesus,
And
dude,
then the
Jesus.
same exact shit when you are meeting Claire on the outside where the helicopter crashes. Same shit,
Yeah,
but it's lesser steps. So you're taking 2 steps, then shooting to cut the entire thing. If you don't do them, you not only
you
waste,
fuck.
yeah, you're fucked. You lose about
Yeah.
maybe about 10 seconds total at most
Wow,
if you fuck up
dude.
any of them.
That's so wild. Yeah, and I'm sure there's like so many little things like that where you're just always having to like memorize a time saver, something like that, you know? It's like, yeah. Yeah, that speedrunning is tough. That was very, very tough.
It
Tough
is.
business.
It do.
Tough business.
I like honestly us as people who've done speedrunning, you especially, and like that's not a really fun. That's stressful. In all
It is. It's
honesty.
terrible. It's not a fun thing to do. And then when you fuck up, it's like, great, do I have to start again? Like, what am I gonna do?
And
You
you're
know?
doing like your constant 9, 10 different fucking resets till you finally get it, and by then you're already half asleep. It's like, man,
Right, right. Yeah. Somebody's got to turn off your camera. You're like, all
I don't want my
right.
camera no more. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, so I want to know your channel name now.
Yeah.
I've asked all different questions from everybody I interviewed so far, getting different stories about it. Now yours is the most
Yeah.
confusing one because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so
Very confusing.
simple. But
I know.
how
I
did you
know,
get
dude.
this name? Like who gave it to you? I want to know.
Cactus, Wild Cactus is what my name is on Twitch, but Cactus is I was playing Halo 2 back in like high school and I needed a name and I remember like it was super MLG to add extra letters. So I
Okay.
was like, oh fuck yeah, MLG is shit, just add some extra letters. And I remember I was trying to think of the word and I was at my friend's house and his dad had just like cactuses in his house. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's weird. I was looking at one, I was like, oh, it'll be cactus, and I'll throw two extra S's on there. Super MLG,
Hell yeah.
and yeah, that's where it came from, man. It was so, and then I would literally in high school, I'd just like write it on the walls and shit, and they thought it was a gang, but it was like it was just my fucking gamer tag, you know? Like, yeah, it was great.
It's a gang. We gotta find this gang. Who?
Yeah, we gotta get this gang, this one man gang.
No gang is gonna call themselves the Cactus. Like what the
Right,
fuck?
right,
Like,
with three S's. MLG is shit, dude. You know,
good God. I need
an
to meet
MLG gang.
I need to meet your teacher or whatever staff member that thought that was a gang, and I'd like to ask them
Yeah,
about
dude.
that shit.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty stupid. Yeah, there's silly people, you know,
I
silly goddamn
I
people.
love it because that's hysterical as fuck. And like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the
yeah.
thought process. Like usually if you're doing gang shit, there's a symbol that goes with it. Yours is just the name.
It's just the name, exactly. There's never. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, it's usually like something weird, and
Oh
that's not weird at all. It's just a word. So
Jesus
yeah,
fucking Christ. All right, so with your name and the
yeah,
like when it comes to it, was there at any point in time that you had thought about changing it, or was this like a permanent, like you're keeping this for, as long as you can?
yeah. Yeah. So I did consider changing it. I remember I thought about like removing the two S's for a little while, especially when I moved to Twitch because like obviously Cactus was taken, so I was like fuck. So then I just thought of like an adjective like wild, but at this point like I could change that too. But yeah, I've never thought about really changing it to be honest. I've had it that way for
Oh,
like I said since fucking high school. So that was like 20 years or whatever. It's like not 20, but 15 or some shit, you know.
I like that. It's
So
solidified.
yeah, exactly. I was just like, I'm not. This is my gamer tag for from here on out, baby. You know.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm bad with names, so like me coming up with my own shit, I basically copied and paste from my stage name when I was doing hip hop, and like I'm
Oh,
slowly
there you
getting
go.
back into it. But it's so stupid
Yeah,
because I have the letters, like the first two letters in front of gaming
yeah,
is,
CR, right.
yeah, that reminiscent of the record label that I ran for a long
Oh
while.
shit.
And then like everybody's like, "What the fuck is CR mean?" I'm like, "Oh God, I
I have
should
to
have,
tell you
yeah,
again. God damn it.
I should
God
have
damn it.
specified, man. I gotta remember this isn't a
Yeah.
fucking music thing anymore. God damn.
Just record like a video of you explaining and just press it every time, you know? You don't have to do it.
Nah, I'm okay.
Nah, yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Too
Fuck
much.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
fucking
right.
nuts. Now, let's see. Do you still do content on your YouTube channel?
No, I actually stopped. So yeah, I did do so after the Baddest Dudes, I did that for like 2 years. I switched to streaming on my own shit, and then I kind of pivoted away from streaming for a little bit, like
Yeah.
probably like a year, and I mainly made like YouTube videos where I would edit, using like a program like what you're talking about, DaVinci,
Yeah.
and so I just like edit weird videos. But I found that like editing is great, and obviously posting content is great, but it takes a lot of time to edit, especially like, try and making like I was making like meme videos more or less, like
Yeah.
either talking about somebody or just like making fun of something, and I just found that it took so much time, and I sometimes I would make a video and it would just like, not perform at all, and it would be like, fuck, dude, it would be like, fuck, and then like literally COVID happened, and I remember I was streaming on YouTube like, barely at all. And somebody was like, "Hey, man, you should fucking switch to Twitch." I think because I was playing Call of Duty, and they're like, "Oh, I think you would do good there." So I just switched to Twitch, like literally the next stream, and it was like COVID times, and then I just streamed like crazy. So yeah,
And then like your crowd, obviously it has grown a lot from, obviously from your YouTube to your now Twitch, and it's just been like a huge crowd now that people follow you on.
yeah. I mean, there's definitely a good solid crew. You get your crew around, and then Randy's pop in and say weird shit all the time. I love when Randy say weird things. Big fan. I don't ban much, but because it's like whatever, dude. I mean, this is all real life. It's like none of this shit's really that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So, so yeah.
Uh-oh, I done fucked up. No. Well, I'm keeping this in the video. Just me fucking up. Okay, cool. We're good.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're
I,
good, sir.
I accidentally hit spacebar and it popped up the chat box, and then I went to hit the arrow
Oh,
to go
okay,
down,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it fucking minimized the screen. That's all good. It's all right. We'll fix
No
it.
worries. No worries, baby.
So let's talk about your content in general. So like if you had to go
Yeah,
back and
yeah.
you look at your content now, right? So let's say between your YouTube and your Twitch, if there was
Right.
one thing you can change about either or, what would it be?
Well, I feel like I've had drama sometimes. There's been a couple dramas. I would probably get rid of those. Yeah, there was like at one point in time I had this drama with somebody, and it's just like, and then and then on Twitch, it's just like dumb internet drama, and like, you end up like losing friends over it. And I feel like on the internet, everything's like permanent. It's like once you lose a friend, you'll never get them back. Like in
Yeah.
real life, you could piss somebody off, and eventually you rekindle or whatever, but. Yeah, and then on Twitch, like I definitely pissed everyone off. One of my friends was like, he would just go into people's chat and then he'd say, "If you bark, I'll give you subs," and he legitimately would give them subs. It was super weird, but like to any other streamer, they're like, "What the fuck is this person saying to me?" You know what I mean? And everyone banned him, and then I kept him around, and like it was nice. He was a good friend, and he just gave me money all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude. I'll take free money. Like, you know.
That's fucking sick, dude.
I know, but that caused like tons of drama. One dude, like, I remember he was messaging me on Discord. He's like, "You gotta ban this guy," and he was another streamer, and I was like, "Nah, dude, I'm not gonna do that." And then he like tweeted our conversation, and I was like, "Why, dude? It's so weird." Like, come on, man.
Christ
It was like a
almighty.
Discord. I know. It's so all that drama. Like anytime I encounter it now, I try and avoid it. But I would say that is what I'd change because I don't like that shit. It's like it's useless, right?
Yeah. It's honestly it's inevitable. At some
Right.
point it happens. It's like, you know,
Yeah. You beef, little
yeah.
beef.
Which I think that's a story for you. I can tell you after this because that one you're gonna
Oh, hell
laugh
yeah.
at too. Because I'm like, I told Bri
Oh,
about it.
yeah.
I told I think Keo about it. I even told possibly Coach, and it was just like a really odd conversation that happened, and the way
Yep.
it went was just kind of like it didn't have to. Come on, man, just it didn't have to
I
go
know.
that direction. What the fuck is wrong with
Right. Exactly, dude. That's what this internet drama does, dude. It's
you?
like it's spun, spins in a different direction.
Spins right around, right around. Fuck that. That's
Yeah,
what a
fuck that,
merry-go-round
dude.
is for.
Yeah, exactly. Get me off. Get me the fuck off, dude.
Hell yeah. Okay, so let's say if somebody pops into your chat, right? A new
Yeah.
viewer, or maybe they're a reoccurring viewer who now is deciding, hey, I want to start doing YouTube or start doing Twitch. I'm gonna need a little
Yeah.
bit of help. What can you tell me in order to help me to start this entire journey of content
Yeah.
creating.
Yeah, I would say like really there's a couple of things you can do. I think finding your lane, whether it be, very like a lot of people are variety streamers. Like I think variety streaming is one thing. Or like what you and I have done is like just find things that we really like and then just do those over and over because then
Yeah,
you'll find people that just want to hang out with you based upon that. And that's helpful. So you can like kind of join a community. I think that that's like the best thing you can do. And then on top of that, like I think like just seeking people that are similar to you that you can like talk to or hang out with and fucking shoot the shit with that are like decent people or people that are just like you. I think that that's what are the two things that I'd say is like figure out what you like and stick to it, and then also find people that are similar to you or like what you like, and then fucking hang out, make friends with them.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Nobody follows it all
Yeah.
the time, but I like that.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. I'm kind of lazy. I think networking is one of the harder things to do. It's just like, do you got the time, right? You got the fight. It's a time game, baby.
It's too much. I try it now.
It
It's just
is.
like it doesn't really work as it used to, so it's like
No, no.
it's kind of useless, but kind of not. It really depends on who you mix with. It's like
True,
don't
true.
care about
Yeah.
it. All right, so
Yeah.
if now I want to make sure that people can find you, so we're gonna go
Right.
through let's go through your social media or like platforms that you are normally
Yeah.
on. So, do you have a schedule by any chance?
Yeah, I normally stream like Fridays and Saturdays right now. Nights like 9:30 p.m. Central Time. I usually go to like 1:30 or 2:30. Usually pretty late. Usually drinking. But yeah, Saturdays and Fridays and Saturdays at night. And then I'll like sporadically toss in a stream here and there. But yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go, everybody. I hope you're fucking paying attention because this man does
There you
fucking
go.
amazing shit. I mean, you can if you miss it, I'm
Fuck
gonna
yeah,
be
dude.
mad as
Thanks, man.
hell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck you guys. Don't miss it.
Okay. And then like what is the best place to be notified
Yeah.
from when you go live? Like what is the
Yeah,
best way?
usually like yeah, yeah, yeah. If you just like fucking, I mean, you can join my Discord. You can do that. I think I don't even know. It's at this point it's called Squirt City. It's pretty weird. Um, and so that's my Discord. And then, typically just follow my goddamn Twitch at WildCactusss with three S's, and you should be notified.
And that's it. And you don't have Twitter anymore, right? Like that's completely gone.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah. I use other shit now. Like I don't really use Twitter all that much. Like I do other shit with it, like finances and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah,
All right. So if
yeah,
anything,
dude.
I'll just link your Discord and your Twitch to make it
Yeah,
simpler. So
yeah, yeah.
if you guys want to find him, you want to check out his content, go to Twitch. I will link everything as I stated. You'll also have his Discord. Don't ask for no phone numbers. Don't ask for no addresses. Don't ask for
Yeah,
his
dude, I'm not gonna
Twitter.
send you a dick pic, bro. Stop it.
Oh, well, we'll talk about that
Stop it.
later.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's payment for this. I understand.
That's fine. That's fine. Now, is there anything
There
you
we
want
go.
to tell the people before we sign off here, good sir?
No, man. I mean, content creation is super fun. It's a goofy thing to do, and obviously glad to have met Angel here. Super good guy, and follow his shit if you're not, obviously, and have fun.
Appreciate that. The spotlight's for you, though, not for me. Fuck me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, fuck you, dude.
And ladies and gents, we is out. We'll see you guys for another episode. Get the fuck out of here. Go. Bye.
Later.
We're gone.
Bye bye.